Robo-investing is celebrating 5 years in Canada. When it first launched, it was seen as a tech fad, but with more than $6 billion in assets under management in Canada by the industry, it's safe to say it's no longer just a trend. Joining us with more is personal finance expert Barry Choi. Barry, thanks so much for being here.
Happy to be here.
Okay, how exactly does robo-investing work?
The easiest way to explain it is automated investing with a human touch as well. I tell people see the name Robo-advisor and they think it's some robots taking their money and just throwing it out on the internet or something.
Yeah, it's not just an algorithm, right?
No,
you don't just hand over your money and let a robot do the work.
Exactly. You know, we talked about 5 years in Canada, but it's been around in the industry in the U.S. for more than a decade, right? So Canadians are just finally starting to adopt it, starting to realize, hey, I can actually save money, I can get a simplified portfolio, but it's also great for new investors because traditionally, if you wanted a professional help, you would need a huge portfolio, but now anyone as low as $100, you can start investing.
Okay, no, but let's really get into the weeds a little bit. Okay, so I have $10,000 at my disposal, right?
Yeah.
And I can either go to a professional or I can go this route of robo-investing. What are the big differences?
So the main reason people will go to a robo-advisor is the fees are lower. Traditionally, if you go to a regular person or someone who's licensed, they'll put you on mutual funds or other assets, right? And those come with a fee of roughly 2%. But a robo-advisor is 1% or less, so you can save half the fees. But you think about it from the big picture. You know, if you start investing when you're 20, you retire at 65, 45 years of compound interest, you're talking about tens of thousands of dollars, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. Like, wouldn't you rather have that money in your pocket as opposed to giving it to someone? Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not slamming professional advisors. They offer different services, so it depends on what you're looking for.
Okay, so what are you looking for if you're going in the robo-advising direction?
You know, if you're looking for something simple, just lower your fees, you know, the nice thing about robo-advisors, it's not like one thing for everyone. You fill out a questionnaire, you still have a chance to talk to a real life person, and then they pick a portfolio based on what you're looking for.
Yeah, and
right?
we're talking about how risk averse you are.
Exactly.
The types of things you want to invest in.
You got it. So someone who's younger, maybe a millennial, they can take more risks, so they can, you know, take a little bit more chances.
Be a little more aggressive.
Exactly.
Okay.
But if you're closer to retirement, maybe you just realize, hey, you know what, I want to put a little bit more money back in my pocket. But like I said, sometimes working with a professional makes sense, especially if you're near retirement where you want to withdraw your money, you want to make sure taxes are, that's where it makes sense to use a professional.
And is this, we said $6 billion off the top, but give me some context. That $6 billion is part of a larger what?
Yeah, so that's like basically what people are investing over Canada. Like WealthBar put out these statistics and it basically showed that their numbers are growing year over year. And that to me is very interesting because at the beginning, even I was like, hey, robo-advising, what is this? And when I quickly learned about it, it's like, this is just a great opportunity. Yes, there are even cheaper ways to invest, but if you want something simple where you can just throw in your money every single month and not worry and not panic whenever you see those dips we talk about, then robo-advising is the way to go.
And so if somebody's sitting at home and watching this right now and they're asking themselves, well, you know, am I getting more security from sort of the purely human direction versus the robo-advising? It really doesn't have anything to do with that, right? We were saying, based on that questionnaire, if you say you want to invest conservatively, you're going to get that with the lower fees for the robo-advising, right?
Exactly. And some people will think, well, if I go with the human being, they'll probably get me better returns as opposed to this robot who's just trying to meet the market rates. But it's been proven that 90% of mutual funds don't necessarily beat the market. So yes, 10% of the market mutual funds out there do beat the markets, but it's like, you know, a good chance picking that 10%, your advisor. And a lot of traditionally what people do is they look at past returns, like, oh, it gained 10%, I'm going to invest in this fund next year. There's no guarantee that's going to happen the following year or even the next month.
All right, well, there's a lot of really good information. We appreciate you laying it out for us. Thanks, Barry.
Anytime.
Thanks for watching. If you like this, be sure to subscribe here.
And you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.